Okay. You guys probably noticed we have a little different look tonight, don't we? Yeah, this is not exactly our normal setup. But here's the deal. My internet at my house went down last night shortly after the break. We're kind of lucky we got the break done last night, and it's still down, and they wouldn't come back and fix it. And supposedly they're going to come and fix it late tomorrow afternoon. So that's been fun all day today. But anyway, so we're on the move. We're in a mobile location tonight to do our breaks. So it looks a little different, but we should still be able to function as far as I can tell, anyway. And hopefully, we will be back up and running from our main location tomorrow night, is my hope. We'll have to wait and see if Spectrum cooperates with us or not, I guess, will be the thing. Meanwhile, while everybody is getting in and settled, let's go ahead and go over our information for tonight. So, feedback, once again, completely automated on eBay, done that way just so you never have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second, far more important thing there is simply to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me. We're going to take a look next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So, this that you see here, this stuff is already listed on eBay. It's up and available for bidding now. We'll be breaking it over the course of the next several days. So tomorrow night, Wednesday, the 31st of July, it is a huge new release day. We're going to open a lot of stuff. We're going to start early, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, and we will be working probably 2-3 hours on that tomorrow night, maybe probably closer to 3 than 2. Maybe even more than 3, you never know. Anyway, it will be an inner case of Contenders Optic Basketball, a case of Immaculate Collegiate Football, a case of Majestic Football, and then some Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball by the full case. Thursday night will be an off night because I've got to work on all that stuff we're going to break on Wednesday. On Friday night, it'll be another inner case of Optic Basketball, and we'll do a 12-box case of Certified Football. Saturday, we're going to get into Immaculate Collegiate Football again, Immaculate Baseball, half case of loose boxes, Encased Basketball, half case loose boxes from a shared case, and more Majestic Football. Sunday night is also unfortunately going to be an off night because I couldn't get anything listed today since, yeah, we've had all these internet problems. So, woohoo, fun times. This is the order we're breaking in tonight, and there's lots of other information on here as well. So the first thing you need to know, Valiant Football, Immaculate Baseball, and Elements Football. That's what we're breaking tonight. That's the order in which we are going to break it. Everything we're opening tonight is a paid shipping break. And because of the internet problems that I have had today, and because of the fact that they're allegedly not going to be fixed until late tomorrow evening, and we're going to knock on wood and hope it's actually fixed by then, I'm not projecting this to ship out until Saturday. Now, if I can get something done sooner than that, of course, I will be happy to do so. But right now, just with everything going on, I think our best bet is to look at that and assume that we're probably talking about Saturday. If you get skunked in any of these breaks tonight, meaning you don't pull a card at all for your team, you will still get a package in the mail that will have a consolation card or cards in it. So everybody's going to get a package of cards, even if your team doesn't hit tonight. All right, let me check one little thing here, guys, because I have been so crazy trying to get everything set up that I haven't had time to look at much. So I think we're in pretty good shape for tonight. We do have the Tennessee Titans that are kind of sitting here right now as unpaid in Valiant, but honestly, it's been that kind of day where I think I'm just not even going to worry about it. So, 12-box case of 2019 Valiant Football. This is a full case break. It's break number 5. This is the last I have of the full cases. I think I may have a half case quantity or some other loose quantity, but this is the last of the full case stuff. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 30th of July. Team names are on the left-hand side, winning bidder user ID across from each team on the opposite side. And of course, we'll put up a new spreadsheet before each break. What you just saw there is for Valiant. If you're in one of the other breaks, you're going to get a chance to see your name up there shortly. Now, kids, many of you have come in since I talked about this a minute ago, and you're looking at that going, now, wait a minute, that's not at all what our setup normally looks like. Well, you're not wrong about that. My internet at home, kids, is toast, okay? It went down shortly after last night's break. It has yet to come back, and the stupid cable company would not come out today and fix it. And they say they'll be out tomorrow, but they're not going to say that they're coming until between 6 and 7 p.m. Of course, we've got a massive break tomorrow night at 8:30, so I am hoping that they will come out and get it fixed closer to 6 than to 7, but we'll see how it shakes out. And in the meantime, obviously, I'm not at my house, right? Because we have no internet. So my mom was kind enough to let me come over to her house and take over her dining room. So that's where we're breaking tonight. We're actually on her dining room table here, causing a mess in her house. That's why it all looks so different than normal. And as a result, I may also have to play around with our camera angle once we start getting some cards out of here and I can see kind of how they're lining up with the way I have the camera set up. It may be that I have to move some things or adjust some things, but we'll just kind of have to play it by ear as we work our way through this. Yeah, I know, right? Did my mom feed me? You know what, Joe? She did earlier today, and I'll tell you, because I was also, of course, trying to still ship stuff today. So I had to move an entire base of operations for shipping and breaking and my computer and all my stuff over here. And so I have been just wreaking havoc on her house all day long. And she did, in fact, feed me. That's the bonus. That's the upside, right? She makes a tuna salad that I just love. It's not like any other that I've ever had anywhere else, and it's my favorite, always my favorite. And so sometimes I ask for it. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, if I get the ingredients, will you make this? But today, she just made it on her own. Probably because I was running around her house, you know, variously sweating and cursing and, you know, whatnot. It has been a day. It has been a day. But thanks to her loaning me her computer and her internet and now her dining room and etc., we did get a handful of breaks did go ahead and get shipped out today. And then, of course, we're managing to get our break done here tonight. A little differently than normal, but it's going to work for us, I think. Now, tomorrow is the issue. Tomorrow, I can't be over here working because I have all that new release product showing up tomorrow, and I don't know when it'll get there. Because FedEx shows up whenever they feel like it, and UPS shows up whenever they feel like it. I've got stuff coming from both, and it's the kind of stuff you can't leave sitting out on your porch, you know what I mean? So it's going to be one of those kind of deals where I can sort, but I probably won't be able to actually get much shipped tomorrow with no internet. So anyway, that's how we are. Let's go ahead and get started with this. So Valiant Football, everybody in here is going to be in a collegiate uniform or an all-star uniform or something similar. So it's going to go to their current teams. Most of these I hope I'll know. There might be a few that I have to look up, but the majority of them, probably we're all going to know most of them. And I think maybe we're all right with that focus there. This is Mike Weber out first. It is numbered to 50, and Mike is a Dallas Cowboy. Next up, we have Kyle Shermer, and he is for the Chiefs, numbered to 20. He was an undrafted free agent that became associated with the Chiefs. Damian Harris is out next. Damian is numbered to 20 for the Patriots. Our graded card out of box number 1 here is graded to 9.5. That is Rodney Anderson on there. Our autograph grade is to 10. The card itself is numbered to 50. And Rodney Anderson is a Bengal. All right, moving onward. In box number 2, we have a little Andy Isabella to start things off. Andy is numbered to 75. He is a Cardinal. And then we have Travion Williams. Travion is numbered to 75. He is a Bengal. And a redemption for A.J. Brown. A.J. is a Tennessee Titan. Next up, our graded card is Irv Smith Jr., and that is for the Vikings. It is a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade, and the card itself was numbered to 10 on the back as well. Okay, we've next got Noah Fant. Noah's always a nice little hit there, and he is numbered to 50 for the Denver Broncos. Behind that is Eris Williams. Eris is numbered to 15, and I have to look him up, guys. I can't remember Eris Williams. So, let me see. He is a Colt. Eris was. DK Metcalf is the Seahawks, and that is numbered to 20. And then we have another Travion Williams. We saw him a minute ago. This one, however, is graded, and there's some kind of residue, guys. Can you see that? There's like a scratch or residue. There's something going right down the center of this graded, the case that the card is in. It's 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade card numbered to 75. And once again, Travion Williams, a Bengal, a little Cincinnati Bengal. Okay, this is Elijah Holyfield. Elijah is a Panther, numbered to 75. And we have Alex Barnes. Alex, numbered to 75, is a Titan. He was undrafted, but went to the Titans after the fact. Josh Jacobs coming out there for the Raiders, numbered to 50. And then we have Mac Wilson on a graded card. That is a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade. The card is numbered to 50. And let me look at Mac. I can't remember him offhand. The Browns. Mac Wilson is the Browns. All right, there's Greedy Williams, numbered to 75. He is a Brown. And followed by a little Johnny Dixon. Johnny, numbered to 75. I need to look up because I don't remember it. Undrafted free agent, Texans. Deebo Samuel. Deebo is a 49er, and that card is numbered to 20. How about a graded Kyler Murray, right? We had one of these in the last case, too, I think. That is a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade, and the card is numbered to 75. So a nice little Kyler Murray coming out there for Arizona. And Jeffrey Simmons is here. Jeffrey is numbered to 25. I believe he's a Titan. Let me double check. Yes, he is a Titan. LJ Scott. LJ is numbered to 75, and he is a Raven. He was undrafted, went to the Ravens after the fact. Jarrett Stidham, Patriots, numbered to 20. And a graded Noah Fant for the Broncos, 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade, card numbered to 75. All right, there's my mom's cat. Do you hear her? Because I closed the door to the dining room. She's probably like, wait, that door is not usually closed. What are you doing in there? You know how cats are. They want in if they're out. N'Keal Harry, that is numbered to 25 for the Patriots. Next up is David Sills, and David is numbered to 25, and he, I believe, is a Bill. Let's double check him before I tell you wrong. Yeah, undrafted free agent Bills. DeMarcus Lodge, numbered to 75. And good old DeMarcus Lodge is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Drew Lock, that is a Bronco and a nice one. Graded to 9.5, card grade to 10. Card is numbered to 50. This little foamy stuff that's in there, it gets all over everything. It's always that little residue is always on the top loaders and stuff too. It kind of makes me crazy. Deontay Thompson. Deontay is numbered 250, and he is an Arizona Cardinal. Deontay Johnson, out right behind him. How about that? Both Deontays. That one is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it is numbered 215. Next up is Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman, numbered to 75, is the Kansas City Chiefs. And a graded Kyle Shermer. Hey, the plot thickens. That one is graded to 10 for the card, to 10 for the autograph, and it's numbered to 50. So a little graded Kyle Shermer for the Chiefs. Once again, he was an undrafted free agent, ended up with the Chiefs, so that's why he heads there. All right, this is Emmanuel Hall. Emmanuel is numbered 275. He is a Chicago Bear. Ja'Kai comes out next, and Ja'Kai here is a Jet, numbered 275. And Daniel Jones making the Giants a little happier than they were a minute ago. Daniel Jones is numbered to 50. And our graded card, it's Benny Snell Jr. for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph, and card numbered to 75. I'm just making a hot mess of stuff tonight, aren't I? Well, that's what happens, see? When we set things up on the fly, we make a mess of some things sometimes, don't we? Little Jordan Humphrey, that is the Saints, and it is numbered 225. Behind it is Tyree Jackson to 75. Now we have ourselves a little 1-of-1 printing plate. It belongs to Eris Williams. Of course, we saw Eris on another card a moment ago, and he is a Colt. Our graded card is Jamarius Way, 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. That is numbered to 25, and it heads to the Packers. Riley Ridley for the Bears, and Riley is numbered to 75. And then we have Clayton Thorson, numbered to 50. I think Clayton's an Eagle, but let me check my little notes. Sometimes I write down the ones that I have a tendency to forget. Do I have him written down? Surely I do. Yeah, Eagles, because I always forget him. That's why. A Dwayne Haskins redemption, meaning that the Redskins are not going home empty-handed. Here's another one where we've got a lot of scratching and stuff you can see right there, or scraping or something on the front of the holder itself right out of the box. Caden Smith, card grades to 10, autograph grades to 10. It is numbered to 50. And Caden is a 49er. A lot of these holders have minor scratches on them. It's pretty common to get them scratched up in a minor kind of way, but those have some kind of interesting looking, almost like streaky sort of scratches on them, a couple of them. It's kind of, you kind of wonder what they did to them, don't you? I mean, I do anyway. Dexter Lawrence. Dexter is numbered to 75. He comes out for the Giants, followed by DeAndre Baker. And DeAndre here is numbered to 75. That was Dexter Lawrence and not Dexter Williams, right? Yeah, Dexter Lawrence. Okay. So I was right. Dexter Lawrence is the Giants. Is that what I said? I hope that's what I said. And then DeAndre Baker, of course, was a Giant that went by a second ago. Marquise Hollywood Brown, that is the Ravens, and it is numbered to 50. Next up, we have a little Jeffrey Simmons graded. Once again, headed to the Titans, 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade, card numbered to 50. So you know the deal with this, because if we recapped it by reading it all off again, it would be just like doing the break from scratch. So instead of doing that, we just kind of take a little pass through them. So for those of you who maybe jumped in late or you need a second look, now is your chance to take another look at what came out of Valiant Football. And for some of you who have just jumped in, I think there are a few of you maybe that have. And hi, Stephanie, by the way. How are you? So here is the deal, guys. Valiant is first tonight. Immaculate Baseball is second. Elements Football is third. We are working in a little bit of a makeshift scenario, as you can probably tell. That is because my internet at home is completely out, has been completely out since last night shortly after the break. They are telling me they will not show up to even attempt to fix it until tomorrow night, probably around 6 or 7. So that means, yeah, I'm going to have problems seeing messages, printing labels, doing anything. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do tomorrow night's break from my house because it's a massive break. And if I have to try to cart everything over there and do it all here tomorrow night at my mom's, it's going to be a hot mess. Not to mention that I would have to take over even more space in her house than I am tonight. So I'm really hoping that when they finally do show up tomorrow night that they actually get it fixed. In the meantime, we are at least still able to do our breaks, and I was able to ship today. I will not be able to ship tomorrow. I can sort, but I won't be able to print labels because I won't be able to come over here to do it. I know, right? I got to wait on the UPS guy and the FedEx guy to deliver all of our new release product tomorrow. Okay, so that is Valiant. Stephanie's asking who my cable provider is. Oh man, do I hate them right now. It is it is Spectrum, who used to be, of course, Time Warner and got bought out by Spectrum. And I called them first thing this morning. I was begging and pleading and, offered to pay them and do like anything just to get them out there today because I just needed it fixed, and there was nothing doing. Not only that, they didn't even work me until tomorrow night. Yeah, like between 6 and 7 p.m. tomorrow is when they say they're going to show up. I'm praying that they're on time because, of course, we're supposed to start breaking tomorrow night at 8:30, so we can only hope, right? All right, so those of you who might have missed this earlier, once again, anticipating a Saturday shipping date, pushed back primarily because of our little unexpected lack of internet issue. And once again, if you got skunked in Valiant, or if you get skunked in Immaculate and or Elements, meaning your team does not pull a single card, you are still going to get cards in the mail. You'll still get a package of consolation card or cards, and it will ship out with the rest of the break, which I anticipate to be approximately Saturday. So this is an 8-box full case of 2019 Immaculate Baseball, and this is break number 3. It also, of course, ended tonight on eBay the 30th of July. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from, and BM96611. It's like almost a personal case break for you, right? It's really close. BM96611 has got a lot of spots in here. And I appreciate that too. I appreciate everybody who jumps in and bids and breaks with me. So thank you all again. Let me grab our case of Immaculate. See what wonderful stuff we can find in here. Ooh. Whoops, sorry. I was expecting that to be a little, I don't know, I kind of half missed the chair when I sat down. I don't know. Well, what can I tell you? I'm used to breaking it, my house where everything is in a certain spot and at a certain height. And I kind of went to sit down and whoops, the chair was in a little different location than I was anticipating. Oh, Stephanie, you've got Spectrum too. Yeah, then man, it's terrible, isn't it? I mean, it's just the worst. And then they tried to tell me, well, if you would sign it, because I'm like, I'm running a business here out of the house. And they said, well, but your account is coded as a residential account. And I'm like, well, then code it as a business account, because they'll come out the same day, they said, for a business account. And then they're like, well, we can't really do that because you have to pay extra. I said, I'll pay the extra. I don't care. I'll pay the extra. Just have somebody come out today. So then they said, okay, well, we'll transfer you. Of course, they promptly cut me off trying to transfer me. So I call back, manage to get another person. That person keeps putting me on hold, then comes back and says, well, you have to get all new equipment and we're going to charge you for all that equipment and all the installation. And we can't come and do it today anyway to even do the installation. So we can't fix it no matter what. I'm like, okay, well, thank you all. Thank you all now for wasting a bunch of my time and not fixing my problem. And by the way, it's not just my internet. It's all my services. So I have no phone, I have no internet, and I have no television. But they still don't think that should be put ahead of somebody who's, got fewer problems or they can't work me in. Not that it should maybe be put ahead of somebody else, but you would think you could maybe, work that in to be fixed. But no, they don't think so. Oh, Stephanie, you had to spend an hour and a half at their store just to swap a faulty router. Wow. Now, see, I don't use their router or their modem because I think they're terrible. I don't like the ones that they use. So they periodically try to get me onto their modem and their router, and I just really won't do it because I have the top of the line of both router and modem, and every time I've ever had theirs, it was old equipment and it wasn't up to the current standards, and it just wasn't ever very good. And by the way, they'll leave you with that old equipment until you've had 3 or 4 trouble calls with it, and then they'll finally switch it out. So I'm like, no thanks. I'll just have my own. All right, let's get some sleeves out here in a little pile for me to work with. And then we are going to see what's here in Immaculate. Little Immaculate Baseball making us happy tonight. I like Immaculate anything. I like all the high-end stuff. Is that bad? Probably bad for my pocketbook. Does anybody say pocketbook anymore? I don't even know why I said pocketbook. Because I was going to say pocket, and then I started thinking purse, and it kind of came out as pocketbook. Like, I haven't heard anybody say that until, since maybe my grandmother. I don't even think that's a thing anymore, but, there you go. I'm bringing it back. Retro night. All right, let's get the seals cut on these last 2, and then we're ready to start taking a look at what's inside. Oh man, Stephanie, it takes you 5 minutes now to get the channel changed on your cable box. Holy cow. Oh no, that's not good. You got to light them up over that, sister. That is no good at all. Edwin Diaz, all the talk of the trade block these days. It is numbered to 49 for the Mets. A little D. Gordon relic comes out next. That is numbered to 10 for the Mariners. Behind that, the New York Yankees hit with Gleyber Torres, numbered to 25. Now we're into some autograph action from here on out, I believe. First up is Josh James for the Houston Astros. It is numbered 299. And behind that is Taylor Ward, numbered to 99. That relic's nice. That one's kind of boring. But anyway, you know, we'll take what we get. It's the Angels. You'll notice that the corners and the edges of these all have little bits of chipping and imperfections. And frankly, the white ones have the same issue. The difference is that you just can't tell because it's white. Whereas when you get on a different color background, it becomes more apparent. But just be aware that unfortunately, that's part of it with these thicker cards. Mets, Pete Alonso. That's making you happy. Polar Bear here is numbered to 49. That particular one is a sticker rather than a hard signed autograph. Stephanie says they still say pocketbook in the South. Okay, well, good to know. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know where that came from. Right as I was saying it, I'm like, why did I just say pocketbook? That's weird. David Fletcher and the Angels. That is numbered to 49. A little Ozzy Albies comes out for the Braves, numbered to 25, with a collection of relics there. Behind that, numbered to 49, that is a huge relic for Wander Franco. That's a really big chunk of a relic. And I'm sure if you have Tampa Bay, you're thinking, and why isn't that signed? Because I know, right? We'd all rather have the signed stuff. And this is numbered to 25. It is for the Padres. It is a sticker autograph, and it is Nick Marcavius. I know that I completely blew that. I'm completely, utterly, totally aware of the fact that I blew the pronunciation of his name. But if you're the Padres, you probably know how to pronounce it. I do not. I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced. Christian Stewart, number 249, Detroit Tigers. Once again, you can see very clearly all kinds of chipping and things going on down there on that bottom edge. Next out is a little Michael Kopech. That is numbered to 49. It comes out for the White Sox. Chicago White Sox. So trade deadline is tomorrow. And I expect we're going to see all kinds of interesting things come about with that. Because there haven't been a whole lot of moves yet. So I think there's going to be a lot of action tomorrow. We'll see how it shakes out. But that's my guess anyway. Ramon Laureano, Oakland A's. That is a really nice looking relic. Overall, nice looking card. Hard signed autograph. And it is numbered to 5. We have a redemption. And we are going to flip it at the end of the break. You might have already seen it when it was laying there. I didn't read it because I like to be surprised, but you may have seen it. Ahmed Rosario, number to 49, Mets with a relic. And then we have Chris Sale with a relic to 49 for the Red Sox. And Bryce Harper and the Phillies, numbered to 49, along with another redemption. The plot thickens. 2 redemptions now. We will flip them both at the end of the break. And, of course, after we do that, we'll also go over to the Panini website, find out what they're going to be numbered to, and see what other information we can find at the same time. Dennis Santana, numbered to 49 for the Dodgers. Followed by another big relic here. That is Jeff McNeil. It is numbered to 49 for the Mets. Then we have numbered to 25, Alex Bregman and the Houston Astros. Max Fried to 25 comes out with a nice looking relic on that. Atlanta Braves. A 1-of-1 printing plate, and it is for the Oakland A's. Always like seeing that little 1-of-1 pop up there, making our lives happy. And it is Armenteros for the A's. Not only is it the 1-of-1 printing plate, they gave us a little relic in there. And, of course, we've got the autograph as well. It's a sticker autograph, but nonetheless, cool to get a 1 of 1 for the Oakland A's. Eloy for the White Sox, numbered to 99. Eloy's always a nice hit. Once again, guys, particularly up here in that upper right, you can see some minor chipping and issues along edges and corners. Jose Barrios, numbered to 99, Minnesota Twins. Nolan Arenado to 49, Colorado Rockies. And then Harmon Killebrew. That's a nice little relic to 15 for the Minnesota Twins. Very cool. Oh, Stephanie, you said you have skunked in 4 different immaculate breaks, and you're hoping this is not number 5. I hope it's not 2. Who have you gotten here again, Stephanie? Remind me again. I was at such a dead run to try to get everything done, and I was having to recreate all my spreadsheets and stuff because, you know, didn't have any of that stuff since can't get on my internet at home. And I can't remember who you have in here. Another Ramon Laureano and another one for the Oakland A's. A bit of chipping right there. You can see on that bottom edge in particular, whatever that is about. Nice looking card, also autographed with another set of relics. So the Oakland A's are really doing quite well tonight. And Ramon there is numbered to 99. Oh, I like the look of that. Gary Sanchez to 25 for the Yankees. That's awesome. I love the gold on black signature. Really nice looking hit for the Yankees. You've got the Cubbies. Oh, yeah. I should have remembered that, Stephanie. You do always have the Cubs. I don't know why I blanked on that. I think because my mind is just shot today from everything that's everything that has transpired has just got me all messed up. But yeah, let's try to focus on the Cubbies and get your mojo flowing here. Perez with a fantastic relic for the Astros. That is numbered to 3. I really like that hit. Tukey to 49, Atlanta Braves. Followed by a little Verlander to 99 for the Astros. I think he pitched tonight, didn't he? I think he did. I think he was up. Cedric Mullins for the Orioles, numbered to 99. And Chance Adams for the Yankees to 99. Ooh, I see one's going to make somebody happy. Coming up next. Vlad Guerrero Jr., baby. For the Toronto Blue Jays. It's a sticker on there, but you still have a piece of the bat up here. The autograph, it's numbered to 10. It's a nice little hit there for Toronto Blue Jays with Vlad Guerrero Jr. I see another relic that's about to make me happy. Let's see who this is. Look at that. That's so awesome. That's all part of the cleats. It's numbered to 8. It's Kevin Newman for the Pirates. And I do not have a sleeve that will fit that. I can ship it to you safely, no doubt, but I just can't sleeve it right this second. So we're going to set it back there on top of that box. Blake Snell for the Tampa Bay Rays. And it is, what is it numbered to? Where is the number? Oh, 49. It's up here. They moved it around on me a little bit. Got a big chip down here in the lower left. You can see it. That is Ichiro for the Seattle Mariners. Nice looking card here. Our second 1 of 1 out of this case. And that's very cool. Both relics are really nice on that. That is Daniel Ponce de Leon for the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals. 2 1 of 1s in this case. Gotta love that. Victor Robles, numbered 210. Sticker autograph collection of relics, all headed to the Washington Nationals. Michael Kopech, I think we've seen him come through once. If we did, you've got a bookend. That is number 249, Cubbies, and look at that. It's got all kinds of stuff going on along this bottom edges and corners. It's really got a mess of chipping down there on the back of that one. Who'd you say is a Cub now? Somebody went by that's a Cub now? Who? Who got traded? There's been all kinds of, I'm sure, stuff going on, and since I've had no flipping internet at my house, like, I don't know what it is. But I'm gathering that somebody must have just gotten traded. Oh, you're kidding me. They traded Robles to the Nationals, traded him to the Cubs? For who? Who's on the other side of that deal? That must have just happened today. You picked him up a few weeks ago. Really? I don't remember seeing that at all. How did I miss that? Marte for the Diamondbacks. That is numbered to 10. And who did you trade for him? Because he's like a key piece of the Nationals' young core. Severino to 49 for the New York Yankees. I did not know he was traded, much less a few weeks ago. Clayton Kershaw to 99 for the Dodgers. So I must have been like in a coma the day that happened. This is De Los Santos for the Phillies. This is Enyel De Los Santos. It is numbered to 99. Robles Garcia's who you got for the Cubs. Well, that makes more sense because I'm like, man, how did I just like Victor Robles getting traded? And okay, so I feel better now. Phew, Stephanie, you had me thinking that I like totally had lost my mind. As you can see, we've got a little chipping once again, lower edges and corners there. This is out for the Tigers, and it is Christian Stewart, number 249. And following that is Kyle Tucker. And somewhere on the front, we should have seen a number for Kyle Tucker. So where is it? Hidden to 99, right there in the corner. Okay, we do have some redemptions left to look at. So we're first going to flip them all over. After we flip them, we'll head over to the Panini website, find out what they are numbered to, and try to get a little more information about them at that point in time. Trey Turner, gold signatures. That, of course, is going to be the Nationals for Trey Turner. We'll find out what it's numbered to shortly. Next up is Tukey. Tukey's card set is a Jackets patch. That sounds cool. Tukey is a Brave, Atlanta Braves. And our third redemption belongs to the Cardinals, Yadier Molina signatures for St. Louis. Okay, so give me a hot second here to get the Panini website up and set up for us, and we'll switch over there and take a look at what we can learn what we can about these here in a hot second. All right, let me get you on the same page that I am on. And we'll see what we can find out here. What did I say this was? This is immaculate. I'm like, I forgot what we were breaking. I don't know. I'm telling you, it has been a day. You have no idea. Signatures, Yadier Molina. Until you try going like a whole day and over a day without internet, you will, while trying to work, you have no idea what it's like. Like, I've forgotten what life was like before the internet, but it wasn't fun. I can tell you that. Much more fun with the internet. Number 226, Yadier Molina, or card number 26, I should say, will be number 225 when that gets fulfilled by Panini. So next up, let's take a look here at Tukey. That is a card set of Jackets patch, it says. So let's get our Jackets patch up here. Card number 17 tells us Tukey is going to be numbered to 10 for the Braves. And last up for the Nationals, Trey Turner Signatures Gold is our card set. So let's get that up and running. And that is card number 30. It's going to be numbered to 25 for Trey Turner and the Nationals. Okay. Now we're going to recap this, and then of course after we recap this we have one more break to do tonight. But after we recap it, I may have to walk out and get my water because I left it. Once again, not in my normal setup here. I can't get my stuff taken care of. Walked off, left my water. Okay, so we have got a redemption here for the Cardinals, which I forgot to switch your view back, but now I did. A redemption for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. A redemption for the Nationals, Trey Turner. The Braves, and Tukey. Now let's recap the rest of our stuff here. The Dodgers, the Diamondbacks, the Nationals, the Rays, the Blue Jays, Astros, the Oakland A's, and the White Sox. Next up, Detroit Tigers, the San Diego Padres, the Mets, followed by Taylor Ward and the Angels. And that handsome little card right there for the Astros. That is Astros with Kyle Tucker, Detroit Tigers, St. Louis Cardinals, New York Yankees, the Astros, and the Mets. Santana for the Dodgers, a little Bryce Harper for Philadelphia. Red Sox, Mets, Tampa Bay Rays, Atlanta Braves, the Angels, the Yankees, the Mariners, and the Mets. Philadelphia Phillies, the Yankees, White Sox, Mariners, Baltimore Orioles, and the Braves. The Yankees, Oakland A's, Minnesota Twins, Colorado Rockies, Barrios for the Twins, Eloy and the White Sox. Our other one of one in here was the printing plate Armenteros for the Oakland A's. Of course, there were the two one-of-ones in this case. And Max Fried for the Atlanta Braves, Alex Bregman for the Astros, and then this fine fellow right here is Kevin Newman, Jumbo Cleats relic, numbered to 8. Very cool for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, so that one is in the books. We're going to be moving next into elements. But I am going to need to grab my water here real quickly. So hang tight for just a second. I'm going to be back in like 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to grab my water. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed that little break right there to get something to drink. I usually have it sitting right by me. So Elements football is what's coming up. And here's what it looks like. I know that is a later shipping date than I would prefer to, being Saturday. But guys, with this whole internet out situation, I'm afraid to project it any sooner. And if I can get it to you faster, I will. But right now, I think Saturday is probably our best bet. If you get skunked in here and you don't pull any cards at all, you are still going to get a package in the mail. And it will have your consolation card or cards in it. And it will ship out when the rest of the break ships out. So, once again, this is a 12-box case of Elements football. It is a full case break. It is break number 4. It ended tonight on eBay as well. Tuesday night, the 30th of July. And our team names, of course, on one side, our winning bidders across from each team on the opposite side. And this is our last full case of Elements. So we've got to make it a really, really good one. That's how I feel about it. Anytime we're doing the last case of something, it should just be the best, right? Isn't that the saying? Say, always save the best for last. That's kind of the saying always. First, I got to get in here. I got to get in the case. This is another one of those products where it is 1 pack per box. So what we will do here is, actually, let's just do it like this. We will take all of the packs out of the boxes before we start looking through them. And that's just because, you know what? I only like to delay my gratification once. So this way, once we get rolling, we can just keep right on trucking. So takes us an extra minute at the start, but then well worth it at the end because we can just break and break to our heart's content. Stephanie, daggone it, we did skunk you on your cubbies again, didn't we? I don't know why they're so elusive in some of these products. They're not coming out as frequently as they sometimes do, but I guess that's true of all teams at any given point in time. Joe says I've got to take pretty much room with all these cases of cards and all of my wrong. I do definitely need to take her out to dinner. You're not kidding. But what I'd really like to do is just, man, I want to get rid of Spectrum so badly. They have such bad customer service. And at least once a year, I have something like this that will happen where all of my services will go out, or my internet and my phone will go, and my TV will stay. But it always somehow impacts my internet, which of course we all know I need. And it's always like this. It will take them 2 or 3 days to come out and fix it, and sometimes they don't even get it fixed on the first try, but hopefully that's not going to be the case tomorrow. So yeah, I just intensely dislike Spectrum. We're supposed to be getting some competition in the area from a group called MetroNet, but apparently they're saying something about like they're not going to come into my neighborhood. I don't know why. There's something about the homeowners association or some mess, so I'm going to have to look more into that, because I was all just thinking, boy, I'm going to ditch out a Spectrum at the first chance, but maybe I'm not going to have the first chance. I don't know. All right, we're going to get a few more sleeves out on the table here and see what we can find in Elements football. I love Elements because I love these metal plates. I think the metal plates are super awesome. All right, so our first out here is for the Jags with Telvin Smith. Now you can see the ones that aren't signed have this protective coating on them. I still obviously am going to put them in a sleeve, but the ones that have been signed, that protective coating has come off, and sometimes they have little scratches and things on them where people, you know, sign them and they're dragging them around, signing them and dragging things over them and whatnot. To 149, that's Josh Jacobs and the Raiders. A little Philip Lindsay. He was the man of the hour last year for the Broncos, and that is numbered to 75. And we have here a signed metal plate for the Rams with Darrell Henderson, numbered to 150. Now, the other things that you need to know about this, kind of like what we just opened with our Immaculate Baseball, a lot of these thicker cards are going to have some little issues with their edges and corners. We wish they didn't, but the reality of it is they do. Tom Brady with a metal card for the Patriots. Here comes DK Metcalf and the Seahawks. And DK's relic is numbered to 149. Charles, you've switched a few times and you still haven't had any good luck. You've got Spectrum right now and you're happy with them. Well, as long as, you know, nothing goes wrong, they're pretty good, I guess. But when something goes wrong, it is really hard to get it fixed sometimes. That is numbered to 75. Ryan Finley and the Bengals. A redemption. It's going to sit right up there in housekeeping. We'll flip it at the end of the break. Go to the Panini website and find out a little more about it at that point in time. We have a medal for Justin Tucker, the kicker for the Ravens. A Dwayne Haskins relic for the 49ers. Nice two-color relic, numbered to 99. And the Patriots, Jarrett Stidham, possibly your quarterback of the future, remains to be seen. That is numbered to 125. It's got a wicked reflection, doesn't it, with this lighting. Metal plate, signed, Ravens, Justice Hill, numbered to 10. Gotta love that. Got the white paint pen signature on there. I'm trying to hold it at an angle where you can see it better because the lighting is a little different than I'm used to in here. Charles, you're glad to see a bingle. All right, so we've been having, have we not been having good luck for your bingles, Charles? We got to change that up for you then, don't we? And here is Jalen Ramsey, metal card for the Jags, numbered to 75. Irv Smith Jr. comes out for the Vikings. Another nice two-color relic, also numbered to 99. J.J. Arcega Whiteside, Philadelphia Eagles, numbered to 150. And another redemption. Now we got a pair. Right as I look over and see that Joe says Panini has too many redemptions. I don't disagree with you. Nobody likes redemptions, I don't think. But sadly, we get them. And now we've got ourselves a points card. Usually, that means there's a big hit somewhere in the box or the case. Not always, but usually. We're set it up there. It's going to stay in housekeeping. We'll give it out at the end of the break. It also means it replaced a hit in this particular box. Aaron Donald to 75 for the Rams. I wonder if I change. I'm still just messing around with things, trying to figure out the best way we can see things in this setup. Justice Hill and the Ravens. That is numbered to 99. It's hard to tell, but you do have two colors in there, purple and black, both present. Dwayne Haskins. Nice. The Redskins. And Mr. Haskins is numbered 235. So Redskins with a nice one. Maybe that's why we got the points card. Jacob, you need the Browns. Oh, Charles, he says he sent a redemption to Panini 4 months ago and you haven't gotten anything. I do not mean to be the bearer of bad news, Charles, but there are probably people that have had stuff pending for 4 or 5 years. I myself had an Ezekiel Elliott redemption that I only got this year from his rookie year. So I waited like 2 years on it. Nick Foles to 75 for the Jags. So it largely depends on, well, a lot of factors, but you can definitely wait a while on some of those redemptions. And I've never mailed one in. I've always redeemed them online, so I don't even know how to tell you to track it having mailed it in. Does that, I think that, is that, yeah, it is. I had to feel it to see if it was rough. That is a little bit of chipping right there. At first I thought it was the card design, but it's not. It is actually a little chipping on that edge. And that is Terry McLaurin for the Redskins. It is numbered to 99. For the Buffalo Bills, we have Devin Singletary coming out. And Devin is numbered to 199. And an autographed metal plate for the Ravens, Marquise Hollywood Brown, numbered to 25. We've got some white ink on that one, too. Nice. But yeah, Charles, I mean, they're not known for... Some things they will get back to you quickly. Honestly, it depends on how quickly the player cooperates. And some of them are better than others. Deshaun Watson to 75 for the Texans. It also partially depends on whether or not it's a hard-signed autograph or a sticker. Some chipping down there on that lower edge that I note. Justice Hill for the Ravens, numbered to 149. So, I mean, like the sticker autographs, they have an easier time getting back from the athlete. The hard sign stuff, that's what seems to take forever if you have to wait for them to sign it by hand, not on a sticker. Bad edge, upper right, or corner rather. Tony Pollard to 199 for the boys. An autographed metal plate here for Mecole Hardman Jr. to 99 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, Charles, you can see where they got it then? Okay, cool. But you are correct. Trying to contact them is impossible. Social media is how I recommend it. And it used to be you could get them pretty easily on social media. And then word kind of got out that that's how you could easily reach them. And now they don't even respond to that the same way they used to. Daniel Jones for the New York Giants. Dwayne Haskins comes out with a relic to 149, Redskins. Noah Fant and the Broncos. Noah is numbered to 25. Big 2-5. Philip said this is a Ravens case. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Philip. There are a lot of Ravens in here so far. They are enjoying a good break, that is for sure. Ah, cool, man. That's to 149. That is Larry Brown for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm digging that card. I like that very much. It's cool for Dallas. Green Bay Packers, you have a little Aaron Rodgers metal card here, numbered to 75. And then we have Damian Harris for the Patriots. It is numbered to 149. Derek Johnson, Kansas City Chiefs. Numbered to 125. And autograph metal plate is Bryce Love. Redskins are doing okay tonight too. Numbered to 99. All right, we have 3 left to go here. Did I just do that the opposite way? Probably so, yes. I'll try to keep going in the same direction every time if I can. The Buffalo Bills, Robert Foster, number 275. Following is Hunter Renfrow and the Raiders, numbered to 99. Hakeem Butler, Arizona Cardinals. And Hakeem is numbered to 199. I think that says 199. Lighting's hard for me in here too. DK Metcalf. And I don't know, guys. That looks... Is that part of the card design? Do you see that? There's kind of like some swishy little... Can you maybe you can see it at that direction. See that swishy little like white in the background there? And there's some swishy little white going here. I don't know if that is part of the card design or if we've got something else going on there. I don't really know. It just happened to catch my eye right there. And that is DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. And we've got some kind of a little something going on there. I don't know what exactly those little streaky things are, but as you know, if I notice it when we're breaking, I'm going to point it out. Sometimes I don't notice it until I'm sorting, but I try to catch it when we're breaking. Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, number 275. My Pittsburgh Steelers, finally a Steeler. That's what you're thinking if you have them. That is Deontay Johnson. It is numbered to 99. And a Bear. You're thinking finally a Bear if you have them. And this is David Montgomery. And we've definitely, again, particularly lower right, but we've definitely got some chipping and things on the back edges and corners there as well, to 150. Bengals, Ryan Finley, low numbered gold to 50. Autographed metal plate there. So there's another one for your Bengals to add to your collection. And here we are in Last Box Mojo mode. So we've got to try to find something impressive in here because this is our last box of our last case of Elements football for the year. Miles Boykin on a metal plate numbered to 25 for the Ravens. The 49ers and Nick Bosa. Nick is numbered to 149. Walter Jones, Throwback Time, Seahawks. And Walter is numbered to 125. And last but not least, you have a Daryl Johnson to 50 for the Rams. Well, I say last. That's the last of what's live in here. It is not the last of what we have because we have a couple of redemptions that we're going to flip over and see what kind of interesting things we can find on the other side of them. After we do that, we'll go to the Panini website, check them out, get a little more info. Then we'll give away this 400 Panini rewards points using random.org. Then we'll recap. So that's kind of what's coming up here in the next few minutes. John Elway, that is why we had a points card. Ho, John Elway, baby. Broncos, you know that's going to be low numbered. It's going to be so good. Excuse me. Metal Moments Signatures is the card set. And then Tyreek Hill, Steel Signatures for Kansas City Chiefs. I think he may be hurt. I think I caught the tail end of somebody saying he got injured in camp or something, but I would not swear to that, obviously, seeing as how we have no internet today. I do not know that for sure. I have not been able to read all my news, but I think I heard the tail end of somebody talking about that. So, all right, let me get you to the page where I am, and let's find out what we can in here about our redemptions. So we're going to look up Tyreek Hill first. He is Steel Signatures is his card set. He is card number 27. Where are you, Tyreek Hill? Kansas City Chiefs, as we expected, and number 275. Now let's find out what our John Elway is numbered to. That is Metal Moments Signatures as our card set. All right, Metal Moments Signatures. Did I just go past it? Yes, I did. Card number 4, Mr. Elway for the Broncos. Oh, I told you it was going to be sweet. That is numbered to 5. Woohoo! That's exactly why we got that rewards point in there. Yes, it is. Now we're going to give away 400 rewards points using random.org. So here's how that works. I'm going to copy all of our team names here from the spreadsheet. And then we're going to cruise ourselves right on over here to random.org. Let me take you there first so I don't leave you somewhere. And then I'll follow you. All right, so this is easy. I'm going to paste them in. We will scroll through this. You can see that all the teams are in there just as you would expect them to be. I will hit random one single time since we have 10 or more items in our list here. And whoever ends up in the number 1 bidding position after I randomize gets 400 points. It is heading to the Colts. So the Indianapolis Colts are getting that little bad boy right there, headed to the Colts. All right, let's get that done. Oh, you thought, oh, Philip, you were guessing on the redemptions. I didn't see it in time. You thought it was going to be Campbell and Brown. Ah, I know, right? Elway. Like, who expected that? That was nice. So we'll just take a little flip through our metal cards here as well because, you know, I mean, technically they're all numbered, so they're kind of technically hits. I don't always go through numbered stuff, but I have a special affinity for these metal cards anyway. So we're going to look at them. And really that means our whole break is kind of all hits. So we're just going to flip through it all. I'm not going to read it all off again. I may occasionally read out part of it like that, which is going to the Colts. Our redemption for the Chiefs. There's Seahawks, the Bears, the Steelers, Cardinals, Redskins, Kansas City Chiefs, Broncos, Eagles, Vikings, and Patriots. Next up, Redskins again, the Bengals, Seahawks, Broncos, Raiders, Broncos, Rams, 49ers, Bengals, Seahawks, Raider, Patriot, Cowboy, Redskin. Who is that? Oh, Kansas City Chiefs, Nicole Hardman. I don't know. I looked at him in a minute and just like blanked out there for a minute. And that was the Cowboys. Then we have Ravens, Bills, Redskins, followed by Redskins, that nice Dwayne Haskins, Ravens, and Rams. All right, kids, that's the break. That's the recap. I appreciate you working with me tonight on our kind of makeshift break space here. I'm hoping tomorrow night that we're going to be back in our normal space, assuming that Spectrum can get the internet fixed. Meanwhile, one last look at it, expecting this to go out the door on Saturday, largely because of the fact that I've got no internet, and that's going to put my shipping in a bind. So Saturday's my projected date. If I can get it to you faster than Saturday, you know I will gladly do so. And if you got skunked and you didn't hit a single card in your break, you will get still a package in the mail of consolation card or cards. It will ship out when the rest of the break ships. So here's what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're supposed to start early at 8:30 Eastern. We have got a huge break night ahead of us with lots of new releases. Optic Basketball, Immaculate Collegiate Football, Majestic Football, and Chrome Jumbo Baseball. And those are all by the full case, or in the case of Optic, it's a full inner case. Thursday night is an off night. Friday night, an inner case of Optic Basketball, a 12-box case of Certified Football, which is also an inner case, by the by. On Saturday, we'll open a case of Immaculate Collegiate Football, a half case loose box quantity of Immaculate Baseball, half case loose box quantity of encased basketball, and more Majestic football. Sunday night's going to be an off night because, yeah, I couldn't get anything listed to break tonight. So I did well to get us together to actually get the break done tonight, much less get anything listed for Sunday night. So, all right, that is it for me tonight. Once again, thank you, everyone. Appreciate you very much. I will be back at it tomorrow night. If I don't see you then, I hope I do see you again soon. Meanwhile, enjoy your week ahead, and we'll see you the next time.